Hey guys, this is undercoverdudes all the way from Down Under, and today I'm going to go and show you guys how I make the Combat Arms top 5 plays of the week. Now here is my video template. It's generally the top 5 plays about 5 to 6 minutes long every week, and even though it's only a 5-minute video, it takes quite a long time for me to go and actually make it. Here's the actual video template itself. It's really not that hard to go and put together. I'll talk about it a bit later on. But the real process starts with my YouTube private message inbox. Now you guys go and send me messages including the link to your play, and then when I go and deem it appropriate to go and start looking through these clips, generally on a Friday or a Saturday, with it hopefully, fingers crossed, going up on a Sunday, the first thing I do is a primary search. And so with that, I'll click every single one of these links, every single one of the clips that have been submitted for that week, and any clips that I missed from the week before, because because I make it on a Friday or Saturday, some people send me clips on the Sunday when it's actually been uploaded, so they title it for week 139, but it's already been made kind of thing. So I also go and check out the clips I've missed from the week before, but I guarantee I'll never go and miss any clips you guys have gone and sent, period. I won't. If you've sent it to me, I've watched it, because I want to see everything you guys have. So with that, with my primary search, I will just go and basically accept anything that has a half decent chance of getting the top 5 plays. It's very lax, this primary search. Now obviously if it's a double kill, 100% it's not going to get into top 5 plays, so I just go and close that tab. But if it's a half decent clip, then more than likely I'm going to go and keep it in my tabs up here. So let's just go and open a ton of clips. With that, we've got that one, go close that one. How many clips we got here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we've got 6 clips. So let's go and put one more. Okay. And this one redirects me to YouTube. Fantastic, Dirty CA, good work. So let's go and put this one. Yeah, this doesn't go and redirect me. And also, big pet peeve, when you do your clips, don't title it like this. You're not going to go and get any more views off it. Don't try to view horror by saying Combat Arms top 5 plays a week 140, and then just put it like that, because I've seen people just have it like that. It's stupid. Just go and say entry or something like that. A bit of pet peeve of mine, but it really doesn't matter. Once I upload the normal top 5 plays of the week, people kind of know what the real one is and what the fake one is. But regardless, I've got all these clips right here, and this is my primary search. So let's say all of these clips have a possibility of getting into the top 5 plays of the week. Now from that, there's clips that I know guarantee will get into the top 5 plays of the week, and then there's clips that are I'm a little bit iffy on if they'll get in, but they have a possibility. So with that, I then go and do my secondary search, and so from that I usually bring up a tab, usually my specialist maths formula sheet, so I can look and cry and how bad I did in the exam. But I have just a tab right here to differentiate between the primary search, and then to the left of this would be my secondary search. So I would have about 15 to 20 clips spanning across here, and I'd bring across any clips I thought had a very, very high chance of getting a top 5 plays. So I haven't even seen these clips. So let's say Sniff clip, How to Zombie, was really good, and I knew it was going to get number 1. I'd instantly go and pull that across, because generally I already have an indication, I have a bit of a feeling what my number 1 play will be. So I put that there, I drag over my other stuff, so 3, and the rest of them are generally not ordered. So my 5 clips, and then I would have my bonus clip, and I'd put that at the front, and then there would be heaps of tabs to the right here that would just be the clips I really wouldn't go and use. So from there, we've done my secondary filtering process. I've gone to select my bonus clip. That isn't really too hard to go and find. Generally, there's only one really decent bonus clip per week, so it's not too hard. And then I have my other clips, and from there, I go and order it. So I'd say, okay, this one's going to be number 1, this is going to be number 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I would have 1 or 2 lingering on the end. And then I'll just go and say, okay, is this worth number 3? Is this worth number 4? And I'll interchange, and I'll just try to go and see what clip works kind of thing. Because I don't want to go and select like really like, I want everything to be in order. I want number 1 to be the best, number 2 to be a little bit worse, a little bit worse, better. Or you could go and say it a bit more positively, number 5 to be good, number 4 to be better, number 3 to be better, and so on and so on. I want it to be a nice increase in skill, in so on. So that's how I'm going to do it. I pick my 5 clips, all good. So with that, I use a program called Convert MP3, but it's a video converter. I chuck it on MP4, I download the clips, and then I go and chuck it into a folder. As you can see, this is my, I've got a lot of videos, and so these are the top 5 plays for week 170 up to 139. And then in here, I've got weeks 1. Got week 1 still here. If you scroll down far enough, I've got episode 1 all the way episode 68, and we've got a bit lingering. Like, damn. Can we even listen how bad I am?
Twice, but this is the guy he's gonna take out.
Oh Jesus! This is
off the crane. Quick switch, quick scope, boom.
Quick go! Go! God, that's terrible. You guys get what I mean? I keep everything ordered. I like being organized. But here we go. So I download all these to my folder, and from there I order them appropriately. And the clips that I think would be number 1, number 2, number 3, I go and put them in here. But in the actual top 5 plays, in the top 5 plays Sony Vegas when I'm making it, I go and change it around. Week 139, really good example. Have a look at this. My Little Guns clip, which is number 3 in my actual top 5 plays, was originally number 1. But then I went and changed it around. SN directed clips got number 2. This got number 1. This got number 3. This stayed number 4. This stayed number 5. So I went and changed around the top 5 plays after commentating over it. So I went and originally I commentated it as I had it here, but then it just didn't feel right. There wasn't that progression in skill per se. So not saying the clip was bad, not saying this clip was bad, but in comparison to the other ones, it was just on a lower pedestal. I know I'm dissing the clip really hard, but that's what happens. I have to be really critical of these. So I went and moved it around, and then I made a new top 5 play. So I already had all this commentary track done, and I had to go and scratch it all up to number 4. The bonus clip didn't get changed. So here's where I had to go and re-commentate. And so with that, I'd go and drop in my clips. That's okay. I mute the in-game audio to make everything consistent, and it's not really that hard. My template is just my intro, but I'm generally getting rid of that actually. I don't like putting it in there. It just wastes time in my opinion. It's got top 5 plays, it's got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blah blah blah. It's really not that hard to make. I just drag and drop clips. I've got my music. This comes from Nexon, absolutely fantastic, no copyright Reno. And from there I do my commentary. Now, the commentary goes for 5 minutes. It takes more like half an hour to go and do the amount of times I go and screw up. Because my commentating is really bad in my opinion in comparison to other people. What you guys see is decent, I suppose, but the amount of times I screw up is absolutely ridiculous. I'm getting better at not screwing up because just because I've got experience, but the amount of times I screwed up in the earlier top 5 plays, it would literally take me like 2 hours to go and make an episode. That's how long it took. But all in all, once we got the commentary track done, swapping clips around, do everything, but I have to go, and if I scream in clips, I have to go and bring down the levels and stuff, and that's a bit of a pain, but and I have to do audio transitions, so this one fades out, this one fades in and all that. So once that's all done, and it's really not the hardest process actually editing the video and the audio, this is just my raw, it's generally just my raw voice. I just can't be screwed putting compressors and stuff on there. I like the raw sound of my voice. I don't want to make it kind of skewed towards something that it's not. I don't want to make it sound deeper than it generally is or something like that. I know people do that on the internet, but I don't believe in it, so the only thing I do is just a tad of EQ, just make the lows low and the highs higher, and then a bit of a compressor, and that's really it for my vocals. So from there, I go and render my clip. Now to render, how I render, I've made a tutorial. I'll put it on a link on the screen, and I'll go to a new tab, new window. So don't worry about you losing your place on this video. And it's pretty simple. There you go. It's an MP4, the best file format in my opinion, 720p because my internet's poo. And I'll show you guys while my internet's poo. Let's go on speed test. Okay, so speed test, and we'll let that one load up. And let's go and click begin test, and we'll talk about some other stuff. And so once all this is rendered out, I go to handbrake, and this is my way to make my video clip, my video a lot smaller in size. So let's have a look at week 139. The original render, as you can see right here, was 423 megabytes. That is half a gig approximately. If we go and round up, obviously. 423 megabytes, it's quite a lot, and it'll take a long time for an internet speed like this one to go and upload. That's 0.7 megabits per second. Holy shinoli, that is crapola. So with that, my upload speed is absolutely trash status, so I can't really do much. However, after I handbrake it, look at the file size now. Kabang, kabang, 144 megabytes. It's just a little bit smaller, you know, 1/3 smaller. It's 1/3 the original size, should I go and say. That's fantastic. Loving it, loving it. That is much easier to upload. That will still take about an hour. This will take about, what, 4 hours? That's 4 hours of my time that I'm going to have to be hogging the internet. Chris can't play Combat, Chris can't play League of Legends. My mum can't go and watch any videos. Well, she can, but it's a lot laggier. So I make sure that the file size is as small as possible, but there's no quality difference between the two, and that's absolutely amazing. Don't know how handbrake does it, but it does it. It's really, really good. Just click web optimize. I make sure this is still on 320 for my bitrate, and overall it's just really, really, really good, so I'm happy about that. So while my top 5 plays is uploading, so let's go and make a bit of context. Go to upload right here, and so I go here, go scheduled obviously, and I'll go and upload my clip, and from upload my video. So from there, we have one last thing, and that is the thumbnail. The thumbnail that you guys go and see. Now, if I went and showed you guys a thumbnail like this for the top 5 plays, not many people are going to go and click on it. It's pretty bland, it's boring. Come on, is there anything happening in this clip? No. But if I show you guys something a little bit different, let's say an unbelievable, maybe you guys would go and click on that just a little bit more. So for this week, it was this clip, but it doesn't really show off how I edit very much. But this clip will do well. This isn't actually the thumbnail I used. My actual thumbnail was this one, but then I did a bit of editing to it. As you can see, I generally like to see the gun muzzle flash, have a nice unbelievable there. This looks a bit more bland than this one. I chose this one because it looked really nice. And then I do a little bit of editing to it. The clip is already really bright. I could just upload it raw and it would still be pretty good. The majority of you guys would click on it in comparison to, you know, just a person holding a knife out, no accolade. But I do a little bit of work to it. I chuck a bit of hue and I chuck a bit of saturation on there. Now for this clip, it's already fairly saturated, so I'd only chuck it onto 10 or something like that, or 20. As you can see, it gets a little bit bright, it gets more saturated. So 20 would be decent for this clip. And then from there, I'll go and work with exposure and make everything just a little bit more brighter. And as you can see, it just adds a little bit there, adds a little bit to the muzzle, and overall it just makes the clip a little bit brighter. Now, I know anybody that's a visual art buff will be saying, oh my god, undercoverdudes, it's not that it's bright. Well, it's not that it's bright that people go and click on it. Well, okay, well, I don't do visual arts and all that. It looks brighter, it looks cool, come on. It's more attention grabbing. They're gonna kill me for that. I know visual arts people hate when I go and say stuff like that. And English people as well when I do text analysis or whatnot. But text analysis as in like a photo, because a photo is a text, if you would go and believe that. So with that, I've gone and did a little bit of editing. I might chuck a bit of contrast on there. You know, I can do a lot of stuff. Look at the difference there. Not much there, but yeah, a bit there and all that. So I go and edit up the clip, but generally it's just a little touch-up job, and it just looks a little bit nicer in comparison. So here's my final, and that's my original. Not difference, yeah. For this one, not too much. But previous weeks, there is a lot more. There is a bit more to it. So let's go to this one, let's go. That's my final, and that's my original. See, it's a little bit brighter, and when you're really zoomed out, you can't really do it in here, but it's a thumbnail. Make it a little bit brighter, just kind of makes it stand out from the pack. So having it unbelievable, and that's a really good tip for YouTubers in general. If you're making video game stuff, you know, have a picture of your video game content is generally decent. You can also have it, like, if you're doing a review, have it of the gun, and have, like, make it really custom made. But if you're doing a gameplay commentary, having it like this is absolutely fine. It doesn't take too much work. Just take a snippet where you do a good streak, a good accolade, and boom, you put it on there. So that is really it. The last part is just monetizing the video, because I want to make that YouTube money, changing the description, seeing upload date. And overall, let's go and count up the hours. So let's put it in. Let's get my calculator out right here. Okay, numpad on. So the go and pick the clips. That is my primary search, my secondary search, and then actually go and place them approximately. Take about 1.5 hours. Maybe it's a bit much. 1 hour. We'll say it takes 1 hour. Generally, it can be longer, it can be shorter. So that takes an hour. To go and chuck my clips into Vegas and place them right, edit them, disable aspect ratio, disable resample and all that. Let's give that half an hour. Record commentary track. Oh no, wait, okay, I'm 1 plus 0.5, when 1 is an hour, 0.5 is half an hour, there we go. Alright, so 1.5 hours at the moment. Record the commentary track, half an hour, so 0.5, so we're at 2 hours at the moment. Go and render the video. The render and the handbrake, definitely half an hour. So we've got 2.5 hours at the moment. Then to go and upload the video, that's 1.5 hours. Then to go and do the Photoshop, that takes about 20 minutes. It's obviously not 0.2, so let's go and round it up to 0.5. Let's say half an hour to go and do all the editing, the Photoshop clip, and the description. Let's go and bundle that together. 4.5 hours approximately. It's more like 4 hours, but 4.5 hours of my time I put in to do top 5 plays every single week. How fun is that? But I've just got used to it. So let's say, okay, let's do the maths. 4.5 times 139. Jesus Christ. 625.5 hours of doing top 5 plays. Just top 5 plays of my life. There you go. Let me divide that. That's hours. How many hours in a day? 24. 26 days of making top 5 plays episodes for you guys. How fun am I? So hopefully you guys enjoyed this telling you guys about the process. Guys, have any questions about video making in general, please go and hit me up with a private message. I'll try to go and respond. As you can see, my private message is a little bit filled, but I generally go and get around to him. But other than that, it's Undercover Dudes all the way from down under.